So, you know that feeling when you're just staring at your alarm clock, absolutely drained, and you kind of wonder, could a tiny 10-minute morning habit actually change the entire trajectory of my day, my mood, my energy levels? It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But what if the secret to completely transforming your morning isn't some grueling 2-hour gym session, but literally just 10 focused minutes of physical movement? Welcome to the Explainer. I am super pumped to get into this one today. We are going to deconstruct what is basically a masterclass in visual storytelling and habit formation. We're looking at a viral short-form script, only 15 to 20 seconds long, about a simple stickman and his morning cycling routine. By breaking down the exact physical actions and the clever visual cues of this animation script, we're going to reveal the profound power of physical movement and how you can trigger a massive energetic reset in your own life. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, the struggle of waking up. 2, activating the morning routine. 3, the big 3 health benefits. 4, visualizing energy and momentum. And finally, 5, the 10-minute challenge.
All right, section 1, the struggle of waking up and overcoming that brutal 5:30 a.m. alarm. Think about the pacing of your own mornings for a second. This source script starts off incredibly slow and sluggish. Right in those first 3 seconds, we see a sleeping stickman and a blaring alarm. It's that completely relatable refusal of the call to start the day. We've all been there, right? And it brilliantly sets up this massive contrast. On one side, you've got the static, sleeping protagonist, literally tagged, "me every morning" with a sleeping emoji. And on the other, a glimpse of where we're actually heading, this fast-pedaling, energized hero with a huge smile. The whole journey of this explainer is figuring out how we physically bridge the gap between those two states. And right while we're looking at that sleepy stickman, the voiceover hits us with a really powerful hook, just flat out admitting defeat out of the gate. "I thought waking up early was impossible." I mean, how many times have you felt exactly like that struggling stickman? Just lying there, feeling super heavy, thinking there is absolutely no way you're going to capture that elusive morning energy. It is the perfect emotional hook, really, because it totally validates our physical reluctance to just get out of bed. So let's move to section 2. Activating the morning routine. This is all about crossing the threshold into actual motion. Take a close look at how precisely the physical actions are mapped out here. Step 1, the stickman reluctantly gets up. Notice, it's not some magical instant burst of energy, right? It's a physical, heavy effort. Step 2, he grabs a bicycle. Boom, the tool of transformation is introduced. And step 3, he physically begins cycling into this beautiful sunrise. And what's absolutely brilliant here is that the script specifically calls for a transition beat drop right as he starts pedaling. The physical action of pushing down on that pedal is perfectly synced with an auditory shift, and that is what powerfully propels him and us watching into forward motion. But here's the real kicker, the number 10. The text flashes just 10 minutes of cycling. It establishes this highly accessible, super low investment micro habit. We're not talking about an hour at the gym. We're not talking about a marathon. It's literally just 10 minutes of physical movement. That is the psychological trick to bypassing all that morning reluctance we were just talking about. Which brings us to section 3, the big 3 health benefits, the physiological transformation. So, now that our stickman is actually in motion and those pedals are turning, the physiological transformation kicks in. As he cycles, 3 specific benefits pop up one by one: better heart health, a clear mind, more energy. But pay attention to the visual environment here. The birds flying, the trees swaying. The script ingeniously uses the physical movement of the natural world in the background to represent the internal changes happening inside the stickman. That steady rhythm of the cycling routine directly mirrors a steady, healthy heartbeat and the clearing of mental fog. And notice how a philosophical anchor drops right in the middle of all this action. The stickman is cycling noticeably faster now. The sun is shining bright, and we get this quote, "Best investment, your health." So as the physical exertion really ramps up, the ultimate reward is just stated plainly. The momentum is building fast here, both visually and conceptually. Then the voiceover comes back in to reinforce it, promising exactly what we're watching happen: more energy, a happier mood, and a healthier body. By the 15-second mark, the visual movement is at absolute peak momentum. Our stickman's physical state has totally transformed from that slouching, sleepy guy into an upright, rapidly pedaling powerhouse. The spoken promise is literally proven by the visual action on screen. Moving right along to section 4, visualizing energy and momentum. Let's dig into the director's mechanics. So, how exactly does the creator make us feel this massive shift in energy so viscerally in under 20 seconds? It comes down to some really specific visual cues. They use quick cuts to keep our eyes constantly moving. They utilize sunrise colors, those warm oranges and yellows, which psychologically trigger feelings of positivity and new beginnings. And maybe most importantly, they demand that the cycling speed syncs precisely with the music beat. This is not just a stylistic choice. It physically makes the viewer feel the growing energy. You're practically tapping your foot to the exact rhythm of his pedal strokes. It's visual and auditory momentum working in perfect harmony. And finally, Section 5, the 10-minute challenge, the return and the call to action. Here is the climax of our short-form narrative arc. In the final scene, our highly energetic stickman, still pedaling away, turns and gives a physical thumbs up. The text flashes, "Morning Cycling Challenge, start tomorrow." That physical gesture of the thumbs up is just brilliant. It symbolizes absolute victory over that morning's sluggishness, and it directly challenges the audience. He breaks the fourth wall, visually inviting you to adopt this exact micro-habit. And it doesn't just stop at the animation itself. The script includes a very deliberate set of hashtags: morning routine, cycling life, fitness motivation, good health, stickman animation. These are definitely not just for the algorithm. They act as proof of the broader lifestyle and the digital community that this simple visual movement promotes. It frames this 10-minute routine not as some isolated chore you have to force yourself to do, but as an entry point into a really vibrant, motivated community. The voiceover leaves us with one final provocative thought. After showing us this incredible shift from total fatigue to boundless energy, the narrator just asks, "Ready for the challenge?" And honestly, that's the question I want to leave you with today. We've seen how just 10 minutes of focused, energetic physical movement, as perfectly illustrated by our little animated stickman, can clear your mind, boost your heart health, and fundamentally change your momentum for the day. So when your alarm goes off at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow, what are you going to do?